Friday, or Friday. So today, usually I come on and do some type of a scrapbooking or journaling type of a video, but I don't have one today. And I did not have an all dressed up couture video yesterday. However, I did do the consolidating cash video yesterday. But today I have a fairly short video. I have 3 new games, and I wanted to share them today because I'm just busting to show them. And so anyway, I have my shadow here, and there's nothing I can really do about it, I guess. But I'm going to show you, and I'm going to actually play them. I have $60. I'm not going to count it, but trust me, there's 60 there. And these new ones will be up in the Etsy shop either at the time of this video showing or soon thereafter. If you want to know when they're up, if you don't see them up there, feel free to message me or email me or comment here, and I will either get them up on Etsy or show you where they are. So the first one, I did a bingo game that I really enjoy playing. Where is it? Right there. With dice. So you shake the dice and it tells you where to cross out and how much to save. So if you throw a 5, then you throw for the letter, and then you throw for the number, and then you save the amount that you cross off. And it is a lot of fun. I have not completed this card yet, but I'm hoping to eventually. But I wanted to do another bingo game, and I thought, what better theme to do for a bingo game than a princess bingo game. Look at that. All of our favorite princesses on there. Now, you're gonna wonder, well, how do we play this? So it will come as a 3 PDF file download. So there's the game, and then there is the cards, and there's another page with more cards on it. And you see each card has a letter. So if you drew Elsa, which is B, you would cross Elsa out here and you'd pay $5. And it's, there's O's, there's I's, there's N's. And there are cards enough only to fill the entire thing. So you're not going to play blackout bingo because you'll eventually be able to black it out, cover the whole thing. I guess you could do that though, and save all that money. But the way I'm going to play it is I'm going to play until I get a diagonal, an across, or a down. And I think I called it vertical instead of diagonal. I'll have to change that. Let's see. Play continues until either down, across, or vertical. Yeah. So you'd print this all out and you'd cut the cards up, which is what I've done here. I've cut them all up. And in hindsight, I would have laminated these. And I will definitely want to laminate this. But I will laminate these well, let's see. I guess I'd have to cut them out first and then laminate them. So that's okay. I did it right because I'd want them to be laminated around each side. So, and then basically this is what I would do. So we'll play a couple. And even though I've got $60, I'm really not going to add it to these games. I don't think. I mean, we're going to say that I do, but we'll see what happens. The $60 was really for something else, but might be all right. Okay, so you would just make sure they were really well mixed up. And now you could play until you get one of these across or diagonal or whatever. But you could also say, okay, I'm going to, you know, stop at a certain amount of money. Like I've only got $20. Or going to stop, I'm going to draw 3. And that's where I'm going to stop for the day. And with it being laminated, you could actually cross them off and reuse the game over and over and over again, which is what I'll do. So, but for tonight, I'll just lay the cards on top of them, and I'm going to go until $20. Okay, let's see, here's I, and there it is. So that's going to be 7. That's already high number. The most that you would save is a $15. But again, if you wanted to do a lower income, you could just add those together and call them $6. Or you could cut it in half and say 7 or 8. It's easier not to do change. But however you want to do it, obviously, is what makes it work for you. So even if 10 is too much, you can cut that in half and call it a 5. I do not know if you blacked out how much you would save. I don't know because I didn't add it up because I really wanted to do it in a line and I wanted to be surprised. G, Tiana. Look at that, 14. So that has gone past my 20 for the night. And so again, if I had this laminated, I would take my Sharpie and, you know, cross through here and here, or put a big circle or something. Obviously, I'm not anywhere near getting a bingo at that point. Or you know, you might say, okay, I'm going to draw 3 and that's all I'm going to do tonight. And so you would have an O Merida, which is $11. A B Elsa is 5, that's $16. And a G, which is Mulan, that's $1. So $17. Yeah, $17 would be what you would save. Whoops, I collected 2. So that's how you play it. And yeah, I think it's going to be fun. Like in my next game night, I'm going to try to play, you know, for a certain amount of time. But like that time I drew 2 and I have 5, 10, 11, 12, whoops, 5, 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 in there. Okay. So, you know, you just have to set your own limits. Now, had I done it differently, I might have called this a 2. And, you know, so then you can play more and longer, which is probably what I will do because I am low income on my savings. So, you know, like, so then the highest I would ever pay is an 8, a 9. or 10 maybe. But then 11 would be 2, 12 would be 3, 14 would be 5. There's a 13, could be 4, 15 would be 6. And probably, I haven't really decided yet, but that's probably how I will play for now. But that's why I want to laminate it, because then I can use it however, back and forth, however I'd like. So that's the first one, and it is a 3 PDF download, and it will be up in the shop. It can be purchased as a laminated, and the cards cut and laminated if you would like. You just need to message me on Etsy and let me know that's how you would like it done. You do pay for that service, obviously, of it being laminated and printed, laminated, and cut and shipped. So there is that one. And then I did have someone ask me about these. I had just made them up on my computer for fun because I needed some place markers. And, but I have had some people ask me, will I sell them as a download? And I have said, yes, I will. I will put these up as a download in the next couple of days. I want to clean up the download a little bit and add a third one to the $100 bill because there's only 2. And then in the $50, there's 3 different Donalds. So there's those. Those will go up too. Okay, so my next one is, okay, as a kid, I used to love playing this game with my friends. And as a kid, probably it was, I don't know, probably middle school and high school. We called it junior high back then. So 6th, 7th, 8th grade and up through high school. And then even as college kids and grown-ups, I used to love playing it. And then when my kids got old enough to play it, I taught them how to play it. So I thought, how can I make it work as a savings challenge? Because you play with more than one person. And it really threw me, but I think this is going to work. And we're going to try it tonight and see what happens. So the game is Clue. Do you guys remember Clue? Mrs. Peacock, Colonel Mustard, Professor Plum, Miss Scarlet, Mr. Green, Mr. White. And then it was, the candlestick, the kitchen, the knife, the lead pipe, the revolver, the rope, the wrench, the billiard room, the kitchen, the library, the ballroom, the cellar, the dining room. There were 3 other rooms also, but in order to make this work, I had to use only 6 rooms, which I think will be all right. So here's your Clue guys with their weapons. And on the side, there is denominations, and it's also the number of the dice. So this is how we're going to play. Now, again, I would have laminated this one, and I'm going to laminate this one because I want to be able to use it over and over again. But also, you are going to have to color on it. And each round, you want to use a different color. And I'll show you what I mean by that. Because at the very end, when this is all full, whichever series of who, what, and where are the same color and are the most expensive, that's who did it, okay? If you want to go that far in the game. So, let's see. So it's a 5. And you're going to roll the dice 3 times. The first time it's for who, the second time it's for what, and the third time it's for where. So Mr. Green, I feel like we should use a green. And I'm going to go ahead and, oh, there's an envelope too. Of course. There's an envelope for the bingo game too. I forgot to show that. I'm going to go ahead and color it because I don't know any other way to do this. I don't have any type of mark things I can set down on it. Let me just check. Sometimes I have something in a drawer that will work. Well, I got some glittery things, but I've only got one color of them. All right. Let's see. I got some paper clips too. All right. So the first set is we're going to use these. So Mr. Green, and I would pay $5 because it was the 5. And the 5 again is the rope. And I would save another $5. Oh, my word. We're going to shake that again. Oh, nope. Look at that. Every single time. Another 5. And so that round was Mr. Green with the rope in the cellar. Okay. And that was $15. And so on my laminated sheet, I would mark $15 somewhere on this. And just to remind me that that round was $15. And that may be the most expensive, except we do have, you know, 6s and 10s and such. So then we'd play again, or you play as much as you want. 15 may be as far as you want to go that day. But if you're marking them off with a marker, then, you know, you can keep playing the next time you play. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. It makes sense in my mind. So this one is going to be Miss Scarlet, and it's $4. And the revolver, which is another 4. Isn't that funny? Let's see. Let's take a 1 back and put a 5 in. And one more. That's really crazy, guys. That is so crazy. Why is that happening? Another 4. So that is going to be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So far, obviously, that one's the most. Now, let's see if we could get this a little bit. That one was Miss Scarlet with the revolver in the bathroom. Okay, 3. Now, you might ask, what happens if you've already rolled that person? Roll again. That's what I say. Just roll again. 1, 2, 3. You can see I'm really not going to use this money tonight to put in these challenges. I just want to use it to play and show. This is crazy. You guys, I can't make this stuff up. That's crazy. All right, let's see. 3, Professor Plum with a lead pipe. All right, if this comes out 3, I'm going to be, like, shocked. 6, dining room. Okay, so then this one, you know, I would have colored a certain color all the same. So that's 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's all I've got. So, whoops. I did that wrong, didn't I? That was 15 and then 8, 12, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And then this one was 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And you just keep going, you know, and 5s are already taken. 4s are already taken. 3s, it's already taken. 6, so it would be Mrs. White. 4 is taken. 3, you could go ahead and reuse them and just keep the color, you know, because you're coloring them in. 1 is the candlestick. So that's $7. And then 4, can't use it. 1 in the kitchen. So that one's a little better price-wise, $8. But so you see, right now, it is currently Mr. Green with the rope in the cellar. And if you're just tuning in, these are really markers colored on the squares. I just didn't want to do it because I do want to laminate this first. So when I do my game night this weekend, yeah, I think it will be this weekend or in the next few days, I'll play this for real and I'll have it laminated so you can see what I mean. So I did the regular clue and then I couldn't resist. Guys, I just couldn't. And I have to tell you, I'm going to do this with some other characters also. So then I had to do a Disney version of Clue. And, you know, there was a Disney version of Clue. There were actually a couple of Disney versions of Clue. So this is my first one. And I actually have 2 more coming. I did have to go back and fix this one because I had the wrong talismans on it. And so there it is. This is Villain Clue. There they are. And so basically the villains team up to steal all the magic in the universe. But one crafty villain is hiding something from the rest. Players need to figure out who that is, what magical item they stole, and where it's hidden. So there's no killing in this one. There's no, you know, like in the regular Clue. But you're going to play it the same way. You're going to shake the dice to find out who. So it would be Mother Gothel. And again, I'm going to laminate this. And the other Clue ones, I wonder if I can do that there. The other Clue one, one of them is another villain one. And then one of them is a another Clue game. Disney, though, version. Those will be, I probably will have those done on Monday for my regular Etsy shop drop. But this one has Gaston, Jafar, Ursula, Dr. Facilier, Mother Gothel, and Lady Tremaine. So you would save $5. I had to come back and tape this part of it. And so I've already put my money away, but you get the idea. It's just like the other Clue. 6 would be the next column, the magical pendant, which is from Tiana. And let's see, Mother Gothel, the magical pendant. She took the magical pendant and she hid it in Rapunzel's tower. How? That's perfect. So that would be $5 plus 6 is 11, and 2 would be 13. So you'd save $13. And then you could say, okay, that's it for tonight. That's all the money I have. Or You know, maybe you want to play it another time. Maybe you want to play it right through to the end. And again, I mean, we could figure out how much you would have to put in savings in order to do that. But, you know, I myself will play it probably a couple of games every time I play games. So 3, this time it is Jafar. And again, I will laminate it in color, use colored Sharpies for it instead of these. So that's going to be $3. I can't do 6. It's already done. 2, he takes the lamp. How? That is perfect, huh? So $5 so far. And then 4, and he puts it in Ursula's lair. So that's going to be a $9 one. And you just keep playing. And if you want to find out who wins, so to speak, or who the real thief is, then you'd play all the way through, and whatever series added up to the most would be the thief. Like for instance, right now, it would be Mother Gothel. Mother Gothel with the magical pendant that she put in Rapunzel's tower. Because that I saved more money with that combination than I did with this one. So I would just keep playing, you know, a couple of times a week until the whole thing is done, and find out who the thief was. And every time you do it, you know, basically it's six series of 3 rolls that you're going to play. Every time you do it, it's going to be a different thief and a different item. And so, yeah, I'm excited. I think these are great. The other one has some of my favorite villains. I can't wait to show you. And then the other one is just fun. I mean, it's just a fun one. And so there's that villain clue. And like I said, these will be up in my Etsy shop. The Princess Bingo. And then the regular clue game. It's been so much fun. And I have some things going on in life that I just am, you know, just trying to keep my head above water right now. And this helps. Designing savings challenges really helps me just clear my brain and work things out in my brain. So plan on seeing several more. And for now, I hope you all have a happy Friday and a great weekend. And I will see you tomorrow with a savings challenge. Tomorrow is Saturday, and I'm going to try to see you tomorrow with a savings challenge. I've got my grandson all day, so we'll see what I can come up with. Okay. Bye.